Well,
it's unfortunate.
I mean,
bro.
are we talking about this?
Yeah, I felt bad because.
Can I say something?
You go first. You go first. I feel like you go get it off your chest, and I will see how I need to repair the situation.
Let me situate my mic a little bit.
Lord have mercy.
The fun is over. No more fullback talk. No more fan favorite talk. Oh, KG, what's his new nickname? Oh man, this is awesome. No more. Absolutely no more. Because if the dude can't even be our backup center, it's all for naught. Doesn't mean shit. You know what the best comparison I could think of with this situation?
I'm listening, bro.
The Kendrick Green fullback stuff. The Step Brothers. Whenever John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell go to get their new jobs, and they're dressed up in the tuxedos, they're talking to Seth Rogen, right? Mm-hmm. Once they sit down, start to get acclimated, Seth Rogen's like, I get you guys, like the tuxedos. Like, this is funny. All we want is like some cool guys on the job that we could chop it up, have a good time, right? And then as the interview goes on, what does John C. Reilly do? Lays a fart for like 10, 15 seconds.
Yep. Messed it all up.
And then Seth Rogen says, yeah, come to think of it now, those tuxedos are a little fucked.
Yeah. Yep.
That's exactly this Kendrick Green scenario. Because it's all well and good. Kendrick Green at fullback, we're all excited. Oh, look at his new position. He might be able to do something for us. And then we see him out on the field again as center. That fullback stuff, that was kind of messed up to begin with. All the nicknames, are you kidding me?
Didn't we talk about this? I could have sworn we talked about this where you was giving all them nicknames. And Chet was giving me, he was like, yo, maybe we should wait.
The fun
until
is
we
over.
see it.
The fun is over.
All right. For my dog Kendrick Green and all of the nicknames, because he's received a ton of new nicknames now. I don't know if you realize that.
I'm seeing some in the chat.
It's been a ton of new nicknames that have come in for Kendrick. Not as cool, not as glass half full as some of them other ones were. Okay. But I'll say this, man. In terms of Kendrick, definitely took a step back in terms of just the momentum that he created. But they played him exclusively at center. We talked about the optimism, the excitement was because of what he was doing at fullback, where he had a competitive advantage, where he would punch down, where he looked good. And we talked about the versatility that it brought because of his ability to play center and guard. But the thing was this, man, and I said this to myself watching the game live. And then I remember when I was rewatching that joint, watching him, I said, man, I love Kendrick's effort. I love Kendrick's heart. I love his eagerness to do whatever they ask. But bro was about to get somebody hurt, bro.
Yeah,
like,
Mason,
man, it was a play where Kendrick got big boy taken up for the ride. He dropped, like the D tackle drops him on Mason. I'm like, bro, that could have been like the Joe Theismann, like snap your leg, just because, like, yeah, you gotta be able to fight back. You gotta be able to defend your own self, because you making it more of a liability for everybody else. When bodies hitting the ground, that's when dudes get hurt like that, man. And he just looked little again, which we already knew him at center. And initially, because he had some good plays, and that was the thing. Like, of all the plays he played, it was probably 4 or 5. It was 4 to 5 plays tops where he got big boyed. But the problem is those 4 or 5 plays are so egregious that the 10 to 15 where I'm like, yo, you looking good, you blocking, you got good effort right here, it doesn't matter. Because for a fact, man,
yeah, because he didn't have a bad play every snap.
He went in there at center. I'm like, okay, Kendrick, you look good right here, Kendrick. And I remember writing him up. I'm like, all right, first 3 to 4. I'm like, yeah, bro, I can't wait, man. Kendrick, that's like, this is what we need, Kendrick. And then he gets big, but I'm like, God, dog, like the way that one play looked, it made me not even care about the other 3 plays.
Yeah.
Then he comes back and it's
because
the same
that could happen
thing.
at any point.
Yes.
You just want some sort of consistency.
I'm just like, bro, it can't be you dropping all the way down here, because that is how dudes will get hurt, man. Like, that can't happen, bro. So like I said, for me, I was like, dang, man, I felt bad because I do want to see him at fullback. But you can't be on the field at center if that's what's your bad play is, right? We talk about Chuke's bad play. We talk about Broderick Jones' bad play. We talk about Pierre's bad plays. All them bad players are like, yo, that might be just a matchup thing, or is that an athleticism thing, or is that a conditioning thing? With this thing, it's like, bro, this clearly is just the size thing, and 2-3 years into this thing, we still have seen that you don't have an answer for that because you were playing against a 4-3 defense when they were in their nickel packages, so you weren't covered up. That's literally the D tackle coming from a 3 and from a 1, slanting down there to take you on them rides. That can't happen, bro. That can't happen. I don't know what to do with him, bro. Like, I don't want him back out there as center. To me, fullback is the only place that I would want to see him out there because even at guard, I'm saying, yo, you got the same issue. If it's a 3-4 team, okay, I got the nose and I got the 5 technique. But anybody that's watched your tape knows I'm not trying to shake you. I'm not trying to speed rush you. I am bull rushing you, bro. That is the mixtape on him right now.
I got you by 40, 50 pounds, whatever it is.
And literally everybody has like something, right? But like I said, you got to be able to hide your deficiencies. You got to be able to hide your negativity. He does not have any answer for that just yet. I remember to this day when Al first came in and was playing tackle, he struggled with power rushers, the bull rush, because it was like he was so tall. And then he had to learn his counter. His counter was the trap. Everybody would see, trap the hands off of him. It was like, just do that. And that helped him just raise his floor. So from then on out, it wasn't saying that he was going to be perfect against the bull, that would work every time. But as a person that would rush against him, it made you think about it. You weren't just going to feel like you could just, I ain't got to do nothing to self-bull him. No, you felt you had to set it up. You had to make yourself work a lot harder to get to that. And that was a testament to him. Kendrick hasn't figured that part out for his game just yet. And granted, there are different body types, different positions. So it's going to look different. But he has to figure something out. And he got to do it in a hurry. Because, bro, I literally, man, I jumped out my seat watching that thing with Mason. I'm just like, God, that could have been tragic. And Mason played his tail off. Mason making a little case for his own self. But like I already told you, Mason, hey.
That's a topic in the chat as well.
I already told you the energy. When I seen he signed back, I said, I like this. I hope he coming out here on some FU energy. And I seen exactly what I needed to see. That's the FU energy I'm talking about. That's the Mason I'm talking about right there. Mason said, I got smoke for all y'all. Don't high five me. Don't tell me I'm nice. Don't tell me, I should be number 2 and Mason over mid. No, I don't want to hear none of that. That's the energy he want. I love it, bro. I love it. But shout out to my dog.
Real quick before Mason. It just seemed like once the bad play started happening with Green, it just kept snowballing too. Yeah. And it'd be like 2 or 3 in a row. Like the holding, and then he had the bad snap to Mason. Yeah. And then there was at least probably 2 or 3 times where he just got either bullied over. The dude had a wide open lane, oolé to the quarterback. Yep. It was rough. But then, you watch maybe 15, 20 other plays. All right, not bad. Kind of holding his own in a run game or a run play or whatnot.
You would look at it and you say, if that's your backup, we can live with that.
Yeah, but there's just so many bottom basement type of plays that come from him that you just can't risk it.
That's my thing, bro. I don't feel comfortable if I'm Mason and I'm watching this tape. I'm just like, bro, I don't know if I feel comfortable going back out there with you at center. Because how can I trust you? Like, seriously, like, how can I trust you? And granted, I'm not trying to be like a jerk about it, but for Mason, if Mason would have got his leg snapped in half because Kendrick getting slammed on him, bro, what we talking about? That's the part where for Kendrick, he has to understand that he got to raise his level up. And for the guys around him, they really got to have that tough talk, that look in the mirror like, bro, what is this, man? Because if I blow my leg up because of you getting dumped on me, man, there is nothing you can apologize for. I'm going to have big time issue with you. That's just the reality of it. And the tape is what we talking about. It ain't like we making this up. It isn't like it's a personal vendetta, personal attack. It's just like, that's what the tape is showing. Yeah. So you got to improve that part. But it's just 3 years of the same convo.
Was my initial spiel off, though, whenever I said, if he can't do the backup center or the backup guard stuff, then like there's not even talk about fullback, because that would be one of his paths to making the team if we just switched him to exclusively fullback. But I feel like we have so many other good dudes on this offense or on this team that we can't afford to just cut a player to have a fullback as like this little experiment, right?
Deke, if you had to decide between, if you had to decide right now, Deke, if you had to decide between Gentry, Connor, and Kendrick Green.
I'd put Gentry at fullback if we needed to. That's it's exactly one of those things, bro. If we keep Dotson, let's throw Dotson in at fullback for a player too.
And I hate that that's what it's come to, but that's what it is, because I'm like, well, shoot,
Darnell,
any of them dudes.
Yeah,
I'm like, they still bring more value
everywhere else.
Everywhere else. And I don't have to worry about them potentially getting somebody hurt. Because if all you can play is fullback, you're not going to run routes better than Connor. You're not going to run routes better than Gentry. You're not going to run routes better than Darnell. You might block better than them, yes. But are you going to be able to run? Are you going to be able to, if we hand you the ball, can you maneuver better than them dudes in space? No, you saw what Connor looked like. He had his one carry, but he looked explosive on that run. You saw the route running. He was routing folk up. Shout out to him, man, beating the one-on-ones. I loved it, yeah. That's like, I'm looking at that. I'm like, bro, you're just bringing more value to yourself. Would love this right here. Look more confident out there.
Yeah, he looks good.
But that's the part where I'm saying, if those are the guys that you're competing with exclusively as a fullback, with Derek Watt. Derek Watt was a core 4 special teams dude. He's a double-digit tackler on teams. That's his value. Rosie Nix, Pro Bowler on teams, right? So they weren't just fullbacks. So for Kendrick, if he's just a fullback, that ain't gonna work either because fullback is obsolete.
We don't even run it enough either.
That's what
it's a cool idea. Like we could definitely bully teams. I still like the concept.
I like it, but I only like it if you're bringing me more to the table. Can I legitimately feel like he could back up a center right now or a guard right now after watching that? Because to me, that was different in practice. You never saw it look like that. But that's practice. That's all we say. Practice, it matters, but you need to see it in the stadium because there is a difference.
Because your tune was a little bit different going into this game.
Because in practice he didn't get big boy like that. In practice, you still saw the effort. You still saw the pad level, the technique, the desire. And you know the guys he's going against, but it didn't look like that. Where you're like, bro,
we're just right back to Ben's rookie year.
That's what it felt like.
Last year's preseason.
I literally felt like I was. I said you could just take Mason and put 7 back there. I was like, that's what it looked like to me, bro. And like I said, I just feel bad because I'm like, dang, bro, I really felt like he was going to do a lot better in this game. I just did not think it was going to be like that though, bro.